Story goes that every generation has one. Some damn soul cursed to ride the earth.
Well, this is nice. I've just finished a 12-hour shift. It's like 6:30. For the last couple of days I've been smelling like burning, and I didn't know where it was. I thought it was outside the van, or maybe outside, you know, in the area. I could smell it. And then it stopped this morning, and then I noticed my solar wasn't working, so my solar charge controller wasn't working. I was like, maybe it's the split charger under my seat. Maybe that's the thing, because that was always the weak link. That was always the crappy bit. Always wanted to replace it, but didn't because it worked. So I'm driving home today, and all of a sudden, as I pull in, I get a really bad smell of burning plastic, and then I see smoke coming up from under the seat where the batteries are. I was like, "Fuck is that?" You know. So I've just got all my tools. I'm gonna have to whip the seat up and see what's happening. But I have a serious suspicion it's a split charge relay, and it's shorted out. Something's happened. Something's burnt out. I don't know what, but yeah, I'm going to investigate. What am I going to find? It's not burning. Something's not fucking right. Yeah, that looks swollen. Split charge relay. Yeah, it's a split charge relay. Just as I thought. Alright, so I need to just make this safe, and then get the old split charge relay. See, it is fused. The fuse obviously didn't trip, but this has started getting too hot, overheating, and yeah, I was just thinking about it today, because obviously my solar's not working, and the solar goes well, the solar's obviously part of it, and the fact that that wasn't working kind of made me think it's a split charge relay. But yeah, you can see there it's melted. Alright, so I wonder what's caused that. Obviously overheating, but that particular line is fused as well. There's the fuse for that line, which is interesting. Alright, so anyway, that looks like it's gone, and we're going to have to get rid of that. And now I just tape it up. I cut the wires off, I tape it all up, so it's safe and there's no contact being made anywhere, and then get that. That is so crap. That was put in originally by the people that built this, and yeah, as soon as I saw it I was like, that is shit. That's not built, you know, it's not fit for purpose. Because, you know, you see other people's installs and you think, you know, they don't look like that. That just looks really hashed up, you know, just looks shit. So I'm gonna order that. I can get one for 35 quid. I've already got it saved on eBay. Yeah, gonna order that, and then get it swapped out. So yeah, that's the end of that. So cut that out, seal it all up so it's safe, and then put it all back together, and then go and eat and train. Alright, what a fun night. Alright, so it's been a few weeks, and since we took this out, so this obviously was the problem. After doing some research, I found out I was the problem. Because I upgraded to lithium, that creates a different issue. This, although not very good for my situation with the lithium battery, this is perfectly fine to charge lead acid batteries, the old tech. So this is old technology for old batteries. Obviously lithium is a new world, you know, different world. So what I originally did was I just replaced this with a durite one, and then once I'd ordered it, I then thought, I wonder if I need to upgrade it in any way because I've upgraded to lithium. After doing a little bit of online research, I realized that I did need to upgrade it because I'd upgraded to lithium. So this and its replacement was no longer very good or adequate. So instead, this. So the one that I originally upgraded this with was just a similar size by Durite. Didn't even take it out of the box, I just sent it straight back. Still waiting for the refund, because it was literally the other day that I sent it back. But this one, this is by Renogy, and because I've got the standard starting battery that runs and charges and powers the car to start, or the van to start, and I've got now a lithium battery, obviously you need to split charge it. So this is like a super version of all that, and it really protects the lithium battery. I'm far from an expert, but I've also got solar on the roof. So this big unit with the cables, this big old thing, does exactly what I need. So it runs off the alternator, charges the, obviously that charges the starter battery, the van starter battery, and then it splits and monitors the lithium battery, and it also monitors what's coming off the solar. So this is a unit that just does a lot, you know. So let's get that out of the way. So serious bit of kit. This is about 30 quid. The replacement was a bit better than this. It cost me about 40 quid. Obviously old tech. I need something a bit more hardcore, up to date and all that. Look at the cooling fans on the back and everything. So this thing won't get hot. It's got cooling fins on the back. Just, yeah, it's much more sophisticated. This monitors solar in, and you know, the charge in the lithium battery, it just monitors everything. And once the lithium, the leisure battery is full, it will then start trickle charging the starter battery as well, so from the solar. So it really monitors and controls everything. But look at the size of it compared to that. This was squeezed under the seat. There's no room to put this under the seat. So I've got to try and mount this somewhere, maybe on the back of the seat, the lower base. But yeah, bit of a difference. So you can see how much more technology is involved in the lithium batteries, and how much, you know, all these sort of fins to keep it cool and all that stuff. So yeah, so got to get this seat off and then do it all over again. I think we're done, but I'm no electrical engineer, I'm no auto electrician, I don't know, but everything seems alright. I mean, apart from the fact that the eco-worthy solar power unit has stopped working, and that stopped working. Maybe I have no idea why that stopped working. It just doesn't seem to want to play the game. But I got the engine running. The split charge relay seems to be working because it's showing good. Back here, it's showing good charge there when I've put the engine on, got it running, and then, excuse the mess, but this seems to be working. It's a bloody mess, and I've got to tidy it up. But that's a good sign, a green sign. That's saying that it's a steady flow of energy going to the batteries. That's showing the alternator's working. This doesn't have a smart alternator, it's a regular alternator. The only thing is this, that's not lighting up, but it is charging because I've used the old one, and you can see the solar's working away and the battery's on. So I don't know if it's a kick in later or something when it's when the battery's fully charged. I don't know. I've sort of gone through the manual. Any ideas on that? I've been troubleshooting. I just can't figure out why that light isn't on, although it is charging from solar. It's all put in the right place. So, a bit confused there. Alright, so I've been out here about 4 hours and I've done it, I think. It's 31 degrees as well today, so really warm. But yeah, I've got it installed. I think the reason the light isn't coming on the solar panel on the new unit is because I've got the Sargent system installed, and for some reason it's not allowing that to register. I don't know how it's been wired up. The Sargent unit is really sort of old tech, and it's a bit annoying really. A lot of the new rigs just don't have Sargent units, you know. They have all the Victron stuff, which I'd love. If I was doing my own van up, I'd have all Victron. But I'm not, so I'm retrofitting pieces, trying to make them sort of work, mix and match, all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit more tricky, but the solar is working. It is charging the ledger battery. So just tucked behind the seat there. Wires coming up as tidy as I can get them. Yeah. Oh, it's a bit not so tidy, it needs a zip tie on it, but yeah, that's it there, and it's in a good little place, I think, next to the power outlet there, so it looks pretty good. Not intrusive, it's got plenty of airflow to it so it can cool down, and yeah, I'm happy as I can be, but it's all working now. The alternator works, so if I put the engine on, so just fire up the engine, and shortly you'll see the alternator light come on. Yep, there it is. So it's all working. The only thing that's not sort of registering is the solar panel, but it is working. It's coming from the Sargent unit, and it's going direct to the battery, the leisure battery, so it's sort of bypassing this. So like I say, I've got a solar charge control on it, solar panel controller on it, and that's all working nicely. So yeah, so that's working nicely. You can see it flashing away there. So that means it's charging and the battery's getting a charge, that's why it's got a light on. And the Sargent unit is, you know, that's being charged up off the alternator. So that's good. So the only thing that's not registering on the new unit is, like I said, just the solar panel. Alright, so I am going to call that a victory. That, what you just watched, was a good few weeks ago now. Since then I've done a few upgrades to that system, so I've really tidied everything up. I've replaced a lot of the cables. It's all working now. The solar is working. Everything's working really nicely. We just got back from a trip to Amsterdam, so we drove to Amsterdam, or I drove to Amsterdam with the missus. And the whole unit, the Renogy, sorry, I always call it Renogy unit, really worked well, so done a few upgrades though. One of the upgrades is there's a can of beans and Marmite where that unit used to be, the old original solar charge unit, and what that's been replaced by is, where is it? Can you see that? A Bluetooth unit, so it gives you an app, your battery and everything and the charge in it from a Bluetooth app, so that's really good. And then in it now, so you can see you got a blue light there that's saying it's a lithium battery being charged. That's saying continuous power. We got the solar working, and I didn't know, I've learned a lot since I installed it. When I put the engine on, this will turn off and it will start charging off the alternator. And then when I park up in the sun, this turns off, obviously, because the engine's off, and the solar comes on. So it's constantly being charged. Really tidied all this up, replaced a lot of cables and everything. I've got some heat wrap around there, so if there's any vibrations or rubbing, it's going to protect that. And I'm really happy with it so far. Really happy. And the Bluetooth app is pretty good. And that's that. So that's a win. All in all, very happy with the Renogy unit and its little app, Bluetooth app thing. Very happy. It's working well, seems to be good, and yeah, no worries. Way better than it was before. Like I say, if I could do a whole install myself, I would, but I'm working with bits and bobs, sort of mix and match. So I know I'm not a tech expert or anything like that, and I don't claim to be. I'm just a simple man trying to get by day by day. Just using what I can to make it work. If you found it informative, please give it a like, give the video a like and a thumbs up. But yeah, next video coming up is going to be our trip to Amsterdam. And Amsterdam was really quite good. Really, way better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, very educational. So keep your eye out for that one. Like the channel if you can, and I'll speak to you in the next one.